Nisam Bula Vinaka, and a very good afternoon to you all. And a special Bula to all the small children here. Bula. Thank you very much. First of all, thank you very much for having us here in your beautiful village this beautiful, beautiful afternoon. And hi, Commissioner. Welcome once again. This is the second time we meet today. Ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, please allow me to express the gratitude and appreciation of our government, the Fijian government, and the people of Fiji, and especially from the village of Nakavu to the Australian government, Your Excellency, and your team, and your people from Australia for the continued strong support of Fiji's education sector. We all know the invaluable contribution that ICT equipment and systems such as Walesi modems make to connect schools to internet. Ladies and gentlemen, the Australian government today is handing over equipment to make Moodle and FEMIS, a phone app for FEMIS, and a smart classroom equipment available. Your Excellency has mentioned the benefits of ICT in education. Please allow me to brief you a little bit on that. The potential of information and communication technologies to bring tangible and transformative benefits to the education system, including schools, students, and teachers, is universally recognized. My ministry, with the Australian government's Fiji Program Support Facility, has identified a number of forward-looking ways in which information and communication technologies will contribute to achieving our education goals. We are installing modems in schools with poor or intermittent internet connectivity, and the VSET equipment in schools with no internet connectivity. This is part of our program to ensure internet connectivity in 55 primary schools currently with no access. This will also expand in the next financial year. We hope to about 150 primary and secondary schools that have very weak internet connections. If Fiji is to achieve inclusive and quality education for all Fijians, no matter where we live, it is imperative that all schools are connected to internet. And furthermore, that connectivity should be of a high standard. We are building on the success of a pilot internet connectivity run in 7 schools in late 2017. And with the equipment provided by the Australian government, my ministry is currently installing specialized modems in 15 additional schools. And this is expected to benefit up to 3,000 students and 160 teachers now with low-cost access to reliable internet. Nakavu Village School, together with Lekutu Secondary School in Bua, are the first ones to receive the equipment, with installation in the remaining 13 schools to be implemented by the ministry over the next few months. I am pleased that the VSET satellite internet solution provided by the Australian government will benefit up to 24 remote and maritime schools in the next phase. And of course, this is going to benefit an estimated further 110 teachers and 2,000 students who will have daily access to internet for their professional education and personal development needs. The schools have been selected in consultation with the Department of Communication to align this with the government's ICT rollout strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, you and I both know the many, many benefits associated with having internet connectivity. First, the internet is essential for evidence-based planning and decision-making. What this means for us and our schools having access to Fiji Education Management System, which we call FEMIS, better known by the teachers, to enter data and enable us to track key progress indicators equally and promptly across Fiji. It also means that schools need to keep the data up to date at all times. Now, Madam Head Teacher, you have no reason to say that your data cannot be entered into the system. And of course, you need to keep it up to date at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, fast and reliable broadband internet is needed to overcome distance by reaching our remote and rural communities and schools, to provide quality learning resources and to facilitate improved educational opportunities. For instance, teachers will benefit from online learning available through the ministry servers, and students will benefit in time from high-quality lessons by specialist teachers broadcast live over the internet under the ministry's distance learning program. Of course, access to internet will also enable our ministry staff, teachers and students to access modern digital learning and development resources such as curriculum-based e-books and interactive learning materials. So not only are these more efficient and cost-effective than the printed materials, They supplement and perhaps replace, but they also enable new improved ways of teaching and individualized learning pathways for our students. And of course, on top of that, the multimedia learning experience is fun. It will engage your students, it will engage you, and is relevant in view of students' familiarities with the smartphones that they carry, and of course their wider access to digital platforms such as YouTube, one of my favorites. Another immediate benefit of internet access, ladies and gentlemen, is to enable teachers and students to research, and for students to acquire technology skills to meet their inquisitive attitudes for lifelong learning and labor market needs. For instance, the ministry is piloting the educational software Microsoft 365 for Education in 2 schools, William Cross and ACS. And if all goes well, this will be expanded to other schools in future. Office 365 for Education is intended to help students enter the job market with the skills employers want. Our students today need job readiness skills, in addition to job training and technology, and the technology industry plays a very important role in rebooting education to address this shift. We are preparing a workforce of highly skilled Fijians in line with the future industry demand, in particular for the new growth sectors. Skills development in areas such as trades, engineering and IT-related professions. And this will also benefit teachers, and I'm happy. Teachers in remote areas will now have the opportunity to enroll in online courses for professional development and upgrade their qualifications. Smart classrooms, classroom technology. In parallel with improved connectivity, technology now is also used to create a smart learning environment. So good news, in the next few months, the ministry will, 1, install interactive projectors provided by the Australian government in 20 primary and secondary schools located across Fiji. Teachers will also receive training in technology-enabled learning to support their adaptation to this innovation. Of course, the project carries forward lessons learned from a rapid review of a similar program in Fiji Muslim League schools that took place last November. The review confirmed that smart classroom technology can improve lesson delivery, provide teachers access to more engaging and varied materials, and contribute to improved interest in learning by students. The review also indicated that for these benefits to be assured, it is important to provide detailed trainings for teachers to familiarize and become confident with technology. As a result, a distant learning module using the ministry's Moodle platform is planned. This will also provide guidance with examples for teaching in priority areas, especially literacy and numeracy, as well as senior years, maths and science in particular. The new FEMIS service provided by the Australian government are substantially more powerful and will improve the responsiveness of FEMIS and support the additional load as we add new functionality, including a substantially improved financial accounting model. Ladies and gentlemen, ICT is a key driver for economic development. You've heard that many times. These opportunities will contribute to a smarter, future-proof, and a forward-looking education system in Fiji. The opportunities for all students and teachers will now then ever be literally at your fingertips. So please join me in thanking the Australian government once again for the ICT equipment that has been handed over today for your school and for other schools which will benefit in the near future. And finally, if I can end by saying I'd like to express a special thank you to the staff, the teachers, and of course the management of this beautiful school for doing your best in ensuring that our children get quality education regardless of the challenges that you may be facing. We are too well aware of the challenges that remote and rural schools face across the country, and I must thank you on behalf of my ministry, the permanent secretary and the senior staff for the good work that you do. Okay? And you can be rest assured that the ministry stands together with you to support in enhancing our children's education and preparing a smart and an educated Fiji for the future generation. On that note, thank you very much for having us here, and God bless you all.
And now it's my pleasure to hand over the certificate to mark the transfer of the ICT equipment to Minister Akbar. Thank you.
Next line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There, I have a page rather than this.
So let's switch on our video here.
This one?
You can see.
Okay.
He doesn't want to see me, he wants to see the minister.
Oh, no.
I've got the minister here. Well, you're very famous in Nakavu Village. Everyone's clapping.
I was told earlier that there is a big screen somewhere over there.
Yeah.
We're done.
You can see Nakavu on top of the walls today.